Atlanta, Georgia. I hear a lot of people talking shit about Atlanta, Georgia. I ain't gonna lie. And they be like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's that. Is this, is that, is this, is that. But it's just like, y'all, everybody's experience is gonna be different. Y'all have to realize that. Hi guys, it's Artasia Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's topic will be a little bit personal. It's going to be about moving to Atlanta, pros and cons of moving to this city, and my personal experience. So let's get started. So before we get into the pros and cons of moving to Atlanta, Georgia, I'm going to just give a little bit backstory of who I am and where I'm from. So my name is Artasia Olivia. I am 24 years old and I am from Jacksonville, Florida. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. And then I moved to Tallahassee, Florida when I was 18. And then I stayed in Tallahassee, Florida for 4 years for college. I went to Florida State University. And then right after that, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia in 2020, August. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and right now it's December 2022. So I've been here for about 2 years, a little over 2 years. So yeah, I have so much to share with y'all about this city. So why I moved to Atlanta exactly? I moved here because I wanted to follow my TV and film dreams. I'm an actress, producer, director, showrunner, filmmaker, screenwriter, all of the above. So here is very much so Black Hollywood, and this city will definitely boost my career. And then I have my own production company called AS9 Entertainment. Follow us on IG. Follow me on IG. So this will just be a really good city for my career to take off. And I also wanted to become a millionaire, and I just feel like here, like, it's a lot easier to become a millionaire, but we'll get into that. So I just kind of wanted a fresh start, like a new environment. I just really wanted to move here, and it's crazy because I did not think about moving here until like my senior year of college. Like I visited here for like a friend's birthday, and even when I visited, I think this was my sophomore year of college, I was like, I don't know if I want to move here. I said I would never move here. And then, Lord and behold, I moved here. So again, one last thing before we get into the pros and cons of Atlanta, Georgia, please keep in mind this very, very, very important detail. I think your purpose for moving to Atlanta will heavily affect your experience in Atlanta. Like if you're moving here for a career, or if you're just moving here to be in a new city, or if you're moving here for love, whatever the case may be, I feel like the reason why you're moving here could very heavily affect your experience. So I'll say that. So let's get into it. Atlanta, Georgia. I hear a lot of people talking shit about Atlanta, Georgia. I ain't gonna lie. And they be like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's that. Is this, is that, is this, is that. But it's just like, y'all, everybody's experience is gonna be different. Y'all have to realize that. So I personally love Atlanta, Georgia. I really do. Like, I like it so much better than my hometown. I like it better than my college town. There is just like ups and downs, but overall, I really, really like the city, and I don't regret moving here. And I really love being here, and I don't want to go back home. Don't send me back to the strip club, Stevie. No, like seriously, like, I really do like it here. So let's get into these cons. So a big con of moving to Atlanta, Georgia is the roads, traffic, hills, and highways. y'all, I'm not used to these hills, these potholes. It sucks. I hate it. Hate it. It will fuck up your car for sure. And the traffic is so bad. Like, I heard the traffic is gonna be bad, but I didn't really think they really meant that the traffic would be bad. So I hate that. Another thing is fake clout chasing ways, like from men and women. Like, I can't stand when men and women feel like they just gotta live this fake ass life. Like, a lot of people here aren't authentic. Like, the people is just like so flashy, social media driven, attention seeking. And I feel like a lot of people here fake it till they make it kind of thing. And it's just like, back home in Jacksonville, Florida, or Tallahassee, Florida, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Like, ain't no faking, ain't no flogging, ain't no living this whole imaginary life. Like, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Ain't nobody finna fake act like they got it. Like, no. But here, like, people have like Lamborghinis, like all kind of like fancy cars, like expensive clothes, and they still live with their mama. So it's just, I don't know, it's just, I feel like a lot of fake people here, fake phony people. But you know what? Ooh, I kind of look cute or whatever. Get into this hair though. Okay, but anyway, I just feel like, y'all, look at this hair. Let's just stop for a moment. Look at this. This is bad. I actually have a tutorial on this hair, of how I installed this hair, on my channel. It's the true and pure texture hair. But anyway, I just feel as if a lot of people is fake as fuck here. And then, speaking of fake people, scammers. Scammers. It's so many freaking scammers here. Like, I hate that. It's just so annoying because, like, you think you applying for something, or you think you, like, finna do something or, like, get something, and it's a scam. It sucks. It really sucks. Like, every freaking field, every freaking industry, every freaking job, or like, how can I put this? In every freaking like industry, there's a freaking scam, and it's just so annoying. Like, there was scams in real estate, there's scams in the entertainment industry, there's scams in healthcare, there's scams in dating, there's scams. It's just scams everywhere. Scammers. Like, they be out to get your money, they be out to get your whatever, your information. Like, just be aware of a lot of scammers here. And another con that I really hate here is the food. Like, the food is not all that. Yes, it is so many different food places, but the quality of the food sucks. You ever heard of the phrase quality over quantity? Yes, like, I just feel like it's so many different food places to eat here, but it's just like, it's not giving. Like, back home in Jacksonville, we didn't have as many places to eat, but baby, the places we did have was hitting. And I just don't really care for the food here. Like, it's not all that. Like, and you would think, like, this Atlanta, Georgia, like, this is like the queen of the South, whatever. You would think the food would be busting, and it's just like, I can go back home and get way better food, like, anywhere I go. Like, the food sucks. Like, my mom really hates the food here. Like, she literally is like, that nasty ass food y'all got. I'm just like, I mean, I can't help what they have here. Like, I gotta eat it. So I just try to find the best places, but food here is not all that. And then the last big con here is the dating life. Like, I'm not even gonna speak on the freaking dating life here, but I'm gonna actually make another video about Atlanta dating life, and just dating in your 20s in general. But y'all, we're not even gonna get into that. But period, the dating scene here is trash, and that's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch my next video because I'm gonna speak on it, but this is not the video to speak on it. So yeah, the next thing we gonna get into in this video is the pros of moving to Atlanta. Yay! Let's get into the good stuff, because y'all, I was just talking shit about freaking Atlanta so hard. So let's get into some of these pros. that Atlanta has to offer. Okay, so the first thing is Atlanta, Georgia is majority Black people. Like, I love that. I love that it's so many freaking Black people. Like, it's so many people that look like you here. Representation is everything. And when I was back home in Jacksonville, Florida, I went to a lot of like white schools. Like, even in Tallahassee, Florida, my college, Florida State University, was a predominantly white institute, PWI. And y'all, I just never seen so many Black people here. I was just like so culture shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, like there's Black doctors, there's Black lawyers. Like, I seen like billboards of like Black people, like Black lawyers, like Black men lawyers, like on freaking billboards. Like, when I got my first nursing job at the hospital, I seen like so many Black doctors. Like, I was just like so shocked. I was like, oh my God, Black people. It just was just so amazing to see so many people that look like you. Like, I just never seen this many Black people in my life. And even my mom, when my mom came here to visit, like we went to Lenox Square Mall, whatever, and she was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen all these Black people. And my mom's like 42. She's like, in my whole life, I've never seen so many Black people. Like, so I know I wasn't tripping. So yes, that's the main thing I love about Atlanta. And then next is, it's so many successful Black people who hustle hard. So it's just like, this atmosphere here is just, it makes you want to grind, it makes you want to go, it makes you want to complete your goals, it makes you want to just be on your boss shit. Like, it just makes you feel like, oh, I gotta boss up, because there's so many other successful people here. And it just, I feel like that's just such a good, like, that's just a good environment to thrive in when other Black people is doing the damn thing. Like, it's so many millionaires here, so many six-figure makers here that are Black, and it's just so inspiring and motivating. And then also, why I like Atlanta, Georgia, is there are a lot of creatives and entrepreneurs. Y'all, I literally never seen so many creative people and so many entrepreneurs in my life. Like, just in general, not just Black, but just in general, because, you know, being creative, like, you know, a lot of people aren't really like doing that as a living, and to see so many people here being creative and doing that as a living is just so amazing. And then same thing with entrepreneurship, is like, back home, we didn't see a lot of business owners, and here is business owners galore. Like, I can tell it's a lot of entrepreneurs here, because like, anywhere you go, like, let's say you want to go to the mall on a Tuesday, like a weekday or whatever, it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. I'm like, don't people need to be at work, like working a 9 to 5 right now? But here in Atlanta, that's how you know, like, it don't matter where you at, what time of day, like what day it is, everything's gonna be lit. And it's gonna be people outside, or people just like walking the mall, in the grocery stores, and at any time of day. But back home in Jacksonville, Florida, or even Tallahassee, Florida, if it's like a work day, like Monday through Friday between like 8 and 5 or 9 to 5, you ain't gonna really see too many people out in the streets, because people gotta work a job. So it's just so thrilling to see so many entrepreneurs and creatives out here making it happen and making a living and doing what they do. Okay, and then the next thing I love about Atlanta, Georgia, is just so many resources to level up. So that kind of goes back to like the hustle that successful people have, the environment. The resources here is just so amazing. Like, it's so many different opportunities. Like, people be like, this is the land of the free, pretty much. It's like Wakanda land. Like, it's just so many resources for Black people that we usually wouldn't have in other cities or other states, and I love that. And when I say resources, I just mean like opportunities or experiences or programs or grants or whatever the case may be, to help our people get further in life. And then in Atlanta, I also like, there are a lot of things to do here. Like, you're never freaking bored here. There's so many things to do, so many places to see. Like, it's just such a fast city. It's just never sleeps, and it's just so many great things you can do here and have fun. There's like anything you can think of is here. Any type of concert, like all the main concerts be here. Like, it's crazy. Like, Atlanta, Georgia is just one of the most popular cities in the United States. So it's just so many things to do. You're never freaking bored, ever. Like, you can pick any day out of the week and be like, okay, it's Thursday, I want to do this. You can do it. Like, it's just so crazy because back home in Jacksonville, Florida, in Tallahassee, Florida, my college town, like, you had to wait till like Fridays, Saturdays to like do something. But here, you can go to a bar on a Monday and that shit be lit. You can go to brunch on Sunday and it be lit. Like, it's crazy. It's just like, it would look like a Saturday night or a Friday night. And then the last thing I love about Atlanta is that it's relatively cheap compared to New York and LA. So I told you that I'm into TV and film, so I was thinking about either moving to LA or New York or Atlanta. It was like 3 options for me. And I just felt like Atlanta was the cheapest option, and you get like a lot more space and more opportunity for cheap. And LA, oh my gosh, I know they say it's overcrowded or whatever, but LA is so expensive. Like, I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment in Buckhead. Buckhead is one of the nicest areas in Atlanta, Georgia, and I pay like $2,000 a month for it. Compared to New York or LA, for this apartment, and it's very spacious or whatever, for this apartment I'll probably be paying like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. So you do the math. Atlanta is really cheap, and I like that. It's a little bit more expensive than my hometown, my college town. Like, when I moved here, I was like, dang, these prices kind of high. Like, I ain't used to paying this. But then hearing other people's stories about like where they're from back home, or LA or New York, when they're like, oh, Atlanta's like way cheaper than where I'm from, or from LA or from New York. And I'm just like, oh, really? Okay, let me do some research. Let me, do a little research. And I realized, like, they right. They are super right, because Atlanta is not that bad. It's in the South. I know, I think Texas is a little bit cheaper, but Atlanta is in Georgia and it's in the South, so it's not that expensive. I mean, it is kind of high, don't get me wrong, but there's the outskirts you can live in. There's like the actual city. You don't have to stay like in Buckhead or anything like that. There are like good prices pretty much. So yeah, I like that. So in conclusion, I'm finna rate each city I ever lived in, so y'all can actually get like an idea of how much I like Atlanta, Georgia. So again, like I said, I lived in Jacksonville, Florida for 18 years, born and raised. And then I lived in Tallahassee, Florida for 4 years for college. Shout out to Florida State Seminoles, go Noles. And I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been living here for 2 years, a little over 2 years now. So I rate Jacksonville, Florida a solid 8 out of 10. I rate Tallahassee, Florida a good 7. It's a college town. And then I rate Atlanta, Georgia, drumroll please. I rate Atlanta a 9.5. Like, out of 10. Like, with 10 being the best city ever and 0 being hell, I rate Atlanta like a 9.5. Yeah, I do. Oh, an honorable mention for a con. I just thought about this like while I'm closing this video. Don't laugh at me, y'all, but speaking of dating life, I really don't like how there's a lot of down low men here. That's a really big thing to watch out for. I don't got nothing against gay people, but if you're gonna be gay, just be gay. Like, live your truth. Don't like deceive people, don't lie to people and having them thinking you're straight and you're really not. Like, just live your truth. So that is something that you do gotta watch out for a lot. But again, like I said, I'm gonna make an actual video on dating life here. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, give me a shout out, follow my channel. I do like videos about hair, I do videos about like makeup. So yeah, just stay tuned and follow me for more. Bye.